Welcome back. Time now for the next installment of the Pakistan WikiLeaks cables. Although I have to say, we're also going to be pressing the pause button on this just for a while to go on understanding, analyzing. Ajay Shukla, who's helping us analyze all of these cables, is here with us. And there's a long process that we still have to do. We rushed a bit with some of the Osama ones. But here's one more cable that we can talk about. The Pakistanis in Guantanamo Bay, Lieutenant Colonel Imran Farooq, whom the US permitted to visit the detention facilities at Guantanamo, promptly came out and said that all the Pakistanis, they are innocent. They have nothing at all to do with Al-Qaeda. Ajay, this and the other cables that we have got access to, what exactly are they saying about the Pakistani attitude to Al-Qaeda?
Well, the fundamental attitude that does seem to be emerging from our reading of the cables, Vikram, is that all the Pakistanis there were innocent. Let's just get them all back to Pakistan. It's not clear from the cables what they intend to do once they're back in Pakistani custody. But they're clearly uncomfortable with those people remaining in Guantanamo Bay. They want to get them back. Now, I must say...
So deniability, we have nothing to do with it, we are innocent. That's what is coming through very clearly in all these cables.
Well, given that these are people who have been picked up from the field in various conditions, of course, the cable says that they were just the wrong men at the wrong place at the wrong time. But it's hard to believe that every single one of those people was innocent. There must have been some people who were there, who were involved in fighting. And at the time that they were picked up in Afghanistan, in other places, now I had the opportunity to speak to a number of them, and they were all very much involved in terrorism. They may not have been Al-Qaeda fighters, but they were involved in jihad.
So it's very interesting that the Pakistanis would then officially say they're all innocent men just in the wrong place. You met them, you spoke to them, and they were involved.
Absolutely. Oh, every single one of them. And they said very proudly that we've come here for jihad.
All right, so that just shows interesting. Now, the other aspects of some of these cables, Osama's son apparently living happily and safely in Karachi. So this also indicates that there were a number of safe houses in various Pakistani cities.
Well, there was this man, Abdul Rabbani, who was one of the militants at Guantanamo Bay, and his interrogation reports, which are also there in the cables, he gives a very, very detailed account of how he ran this safe house, how he met Osama bin Laden, and how for at least 3 months, Osama's son stayed over there with his wife and his child as well. So it's very, very clear that there was a whole system of safe houses, that there was active complicity from the Pakistani security forces. It's all described in that interrogation report.
All right, Ajay, thanks a lot for joining us with that. And as I said, we are going to press the pause button on the release of these cables. We really need to continue to study them, analyze them in some detail, and then we'll be back to bringing them to you step by step, cable by cable. There are 4,700 of them, remember.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.